speckled trout, flounder, and redfish. 3 prized fish here on the coast in the Carolinas. Join me on today's video as we break down some tips, tricks, and locations to help you get on more fish. All right, guys, well, hey, it's early in the morning. It's about 6:15, and a great strategy for speckled trout is a topwater. And I've got a head-in spook junior right here. I'm gonna be throwing it on a 2500 Quantum, and we're just gonna be targeting some creek mouths, some oyster bars. It's early. I'm gonna keep it pretty close to the bank, just looking for any sort of eddy in a place for the fish to wait and attack. There he is, guys. Really nice trout. Pulled. That was about a 3 or 4 pounder there. See if I can keep this one pinned for you. It's about a pretty big fish. There he is. Kept him pinned. Show you this guy. Nice speckled trout right here on the head and spook junior. It's probably about 7 a.m. Just working some of these oyster bars. Anytime you see a creek mouth where the current maybe is being disrupted by the oysters being disrupted by an island, fish those current seams and just keep casting, keep moving. Search for big boys like this. All right, guys, so as the morning kind of progresses and the sun gets a little bit higher, that topwater bite's gonna slow down. And another great thing to do for these speckled trout is, now that you've identified some areas that they're holding with some of your topwater eats that maybe you didn't hook up with, go back through with some sort of jerk sad or a paddle tail. This is a southern salt hoodwink, and this is like a ghost or pepper color. It's like a white color. We're fishing kind of clearer water. Want something a little bit brighter for these trout. So go back through, fish a little slower. This is on a 1/4 ounce death grip jig head. Fish kind of that middle of the water column, and go back through and see if you can pick up some of those trout. Same areas, current breaks, points, especially right now as the tide is coming in. There he is. All right, so going back through the areas we saw him on topwater. Got this one on the Hoodwink, Southern Salt. Really just come back through, fish these current breaks, fish these points, fish it slower and deeper where you're seeing these action earlier on the topwater, and you can pick a few more up. All right, so let's talk about flounder fishing. Right now, it's about 8 a.m. It's about 8 a.m. We've got a high tide, and I'm still gonna be throwing this Hoodwink. It's like a jerk bait, soft jerk bait. It's about a white color. I lathered it up with some Procure. And so what we're gonna wanna do is, when the tide is high, these flounder will push up a lot tighter to the bank than you might think. So we're gonna be targeting sandbars and grass lines, and really just pitching our bait, short casts, close to the sandbars, close to the grass lines, and just bumping it across the bottom and waiting for that thump. This right in front of us is a classic flounder spot. We've got a sandbar, and the tide is running across the sandbar, and so the flounder are going to want to sit on the far side of the sandbar and they're gonna ambush bait when it comes across. Could be a flounder right there, guys. Yep. Right on that sandbar where he should be. Let's see if I can get this one in for you guys. Oh, yep, that's a good one. Right on the far side of this sandbar. Nice, beautiful flounder, probably about 17, 18 inches. And there's a sandbar in front of us, and the tide is coming over this sandbar, and the flounder are sitting on the back side of the sandbar waiting to ambush bait that falls across it. So I'm casting it on the sandbar, and I'm letting my bait come across it, and on the back side is where we're gonna get that hit. All right, well, the tide is high. We have knocked out the speckled trout. We've knocked out flounder. Let's talk a little bit about redfish. So I tend to like fishing for redfish when the tide is lower, but today we just got a higher tide. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna target some points of some reed lines, stay really close to them. One of my favorite techniques is using a popping cork. Then I've got about 2 feet of leader line down to a 1/8 ounce jig head. I normally like a gulp shrimp. Today I don't have it, so I'm going with a Z-Man Gold Rush paddle tail. And this has got some Pro-Cure on it. We're gonna fish it about 5 to 6 feet off the reeds. Once we're done, pulling it back in, looking for any indentions in the reeds, any creek mouths, anything that allows the reds to ambush. We're just gonna cover water until we find some.
Oh yeah, baby.
There he is, guys.
Yeah, redfish.
There he is. There's a little better fish right there. Nice red drum. Popping cork, 4 horseman popping cork, 1/8 ounce jig head, just working these reed lines, just covering water. You know, it's high tide, these fish have a lot of places to go, so you just gotta keep moving, throwing at stuff that looks fishy, points, cuts, creeks, canals, anything like that. Just keep covering water and take notes about where you're catching them. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was helpful and inspires you to get out there and catch more fish. We have got a lot of new videos coming up. I'm gonna be going on a beach shark fishing adventure next week. If you enjoyed this video, please go back, watch some of my other videos, consider subscribing. All of those things make a huge difference for me and my channel. I appreciate you guys. See you next time.